Hi, Pile One. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on what's the tea between you and your person. So I'm actually going to do all sorts of decks today. It's sort of in general, kind of like what's going on in your connection right now, what's coming up in the future, what would they say to you, what are they thinking and feeling about you. Like it's kind of be like a combination of all of this stuff. So I hope you guys liked the introduction. That was actually a series of like wedding china from my grandmother. And this is actually her wedding ring. So it's very cool. So I also feel like this video is a lot about, marriage and deep soulmate love. And she got that china on her wedding. So I feel like that this reading in particular is very kind of connected to commitment and taking things to the next level. So I feel like it's very good luck. So I wanted to share that with you. You guys picked that really cute little orange pastry. I don't know the name of it, but it was mango and it was delicious. You also have picked this beautiful citrine crystal. So I feel like this is absolutely stunning. Very pretty. I love how clear it is. You can see right through it. And you have picked this really cool Alchemia tarot deck from Japan, which is also very beautiful. So I have this for you. Again, I tried to change up the camera angle. I always try to do that so I can show you the cards very well to the camera. So hopefully this works well. It's going to be always an experiment with us, you guys. So I will put your beautiful citrine crystal in frame where you can see it. It's definitely about happiness, joy, luck, positivity, all of that fun stuff. And I'm going to start with your tarot that you picked, and we're going to see a little bit about what's coming up for you, what's going on in this connection between you and your person. So I'll start with that traditional tarot spread that I usually like to do, where I do 3 cards for your side, how you're thinking and feeling about your person, how they're thinking and feeling about you. So 3 cards on their side. I have 3 cards for the past. What has happened already that has brought the 2 of you to this situation now? I have 3 cards for the future. Again, this is going to go a little off frame, but don't worry because I'm going to be showing you guys everything. And then a card for a longer term outcome. So near future and longer term future. So let's see what you're going through. I'm going to do reversals for this because sometimes reversals give more information than just upright cards. So for you, I feel like you guys aren't really talking. You're not really in the best of communication. So I get this Ace of Swords in reverse. So with this card, it's interesting because I feel like maybe you aren't talking to your person or they're not talking to you. It could be a no contact. It could be a low contact situation. It could be that you're just avoiding them or not wanting to talk to them or giving them the silent treatment. Or maybe you're feeling like they're ghosting you or they're giving you the silent treatment. So this would be a scenario kind of going on for this particular pile. I get, the Hanged Man in reverse. You're feeling like the silent treatment might be starting to come to an end though. So the Hanged Man is usually about being on pause. But since this is in reverse, I feel like that it's like people are coming out of seclusion. Maybe you're feeling like it's time to talk to your person. It's time to send them a message. It's time to communicate. Or maybe you're really hoping, wondering when are they going to talk to you again? When are they going to communicate with you? So that's very interesting. And then I get the 5 of Swords in reverse because you're feeling like you don't want the 2 of you to be selfish in this connection. You don't want the 2 of you to be only focusing on yourselves in ruthless ways. And you're really wanting this connection right now to kind of come out of a stalemate, come out of a alone time selfishness or just focusing on self and wanting more communication that seems like it's not happening right now. So for your person, how they're perceiving your connection and what they're thinking about with you and how they're connecting with you, I get that they're back. Okay, so you're getting either some mixed messages or maybe they haven't decided yet. So what's happening is I get the 6 of Wands, which is normally very promising for the hero that comes back home after battle. So the 6 of Wands would be like your person racing back into you. Leo energy, strong energy in this way. But it's interesting because it's conflicted. Because I get that it's contrasted by the Chariot, but the Chariot's in reverse. So if the Chariot were upright, it would talk about moving forward, and it would talk about, this connection progressing. But with it in reverse, it's kind of like they're not wanting to take the steps forward to you, but they do want to return to you. So it might be that maybe they don't want to be the one to make the first move, or maybe they want to come back, but they're not ready yet, or maybe it's a very interesting thing. Maybe they want to reconnect with you, but they can't travel. Maybe they want to connect with you, but for whatever reason they're blocked or they can't. And it might be a money issue, because I do get the 9 of coins in reverse, which means they feel like they're not very abundant right now. They don't really have the money right now. So they're feeling kind of stuck. They're feeling like it's kind of a difficult situation in that way. So I feel like that in this particular case, maybe finances are causing issues between the two of you. Maybe it's their job, maybe it's lack of resources or money, or that kind of thing. Then in the past, what happened? Yes, it seems like this connection was very unbalanced. And it seems like this might be a situation where either you have been in separation with your person for a long time, because I am getting the 6 of Cups in reverse, which is like not getting back together, not reconnecting, not, reuniting. So maybe you've been waiting for your person for a very long time, or much longer than you hoped would happen. So the 6 of Cups is like you guys hadn't gotten back together in the past. You hadn't reunited. The 6 of Coins in reverse is like there is no financial giving or generosity here. You guys are probably, this is the pile where you guys just aren't talking at all. Or you guys have been in separation for maybe years and years. Or maybe you're wondering about, whatever happened to that person that I loved when I was a kid, or that I loved when I was in college, or what's going on now? Where are they now? Because it seems like maybe you guys just never really reconnected. I'm getting tons of messages of no communication, not being in touch, not being able to talk, not being able to give equally or give to this connection, not reuniting, that kind of thing. And then I get the Page of Swords, which represents, again, a communication card, but it's again in reverse. So no communication in the past. So maybe they ghosted you, maybe they stopped talking to you, maybe it was abrupt, maybe it was confusing, maybe you thought they would reply to you or talk to you, but they haven't. So it's a little disappointing for you guys. So my heart goes out to you if you're suffering or if you're still sad. So I'm not getting that you're in pain, but I'm getting that you've been like waiting for a while. Let's see, in the next 3 months, is there going to be any activity though? So, okay. So, yes. However, it may not be the best. I'll explain. So, 8 of Wands, that's great. It's upright. It means either they will be able to travel to see you, or they will come forward for you, or they will have fast communication within the next 3 months of time. So that looks really promising. However, the bad news or the downside, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you're not looking for something serious. Maybe you're fine accepting whatever. But I do get the 6 of Swords in reverse, which usually this represents like a commitment card or a support system or them going with you. Again, look at the boat. It's like them wanting to come forward, yet not wanting to travel, not wanting to come forward, or not being able to. So it's a very interesting kind of like contrast of energies. And then I get the Devil. So maybe they can't come forward because their career or because of work. Or maybe they will come forward, but they only want to have sex, or they only want to hook up, or they only want their best interest. The 6 of Wands over here could be also them being selfish and then them just coming in to gratify their needs. So it might be that this might not even be a very good energy for you guys. So this is a little bit rough. So I want to say that for you guys in the future, there is forward movement, but it might not be the forward movement that you're wanting, or it's not the relationship commitment that you're wanting. And it's interesting that you're picking the pile with the wedding china, because maybe you do want somebody that you can have a marriage with, or a wedding with, or a commitment with. And that this is a very interesting situation that comes up to say, like, maybe this person isn't the one that could give you that. So you may want to reassess your options or look around. And I know how sometimes it can be discouraging dating or looking around when nobody is really awesome, So that can be discouraging. But I would say for you that maybe your person's not really ready for that right now. zodiac signs that come through for either you or your person. I get Leo, I get Cancer, I get Capricorn, I get Libra. So it's interesting here. And then, and interesting, I get Libra again because I get the judgment. So I'm getting in the future, I'm getting that for you, that it's like you would have to make a judgment or a decision to see like how long would you like to wait for this person, maybe give it a time limit in your own head to see if maybe you should move on or move forward or let go. So there is this. But let's see a little bit more about like their internal mind, because I know how this can feel a little discouraging, but let's get some more information on them at least and maybe see what's going on in their life. I'm going to keep using the tarot real quick. I put them all back in to reshuffle because it would be interesting if the same cards come out in different contexts. But I want to see what's going on in their life. Like, are they dating someone else? Are they with somebody else? And also, like, if you're in contact with your person and things are going well, this is probably not your pile. This is probably the pile for people that have been in separation from their person for a very long time. So there is that. Or the people that they are in very, very low contact, or their person only comes in for casual sex like once in a blue moon. That's the pile that I'm feeling for this one. So let's see what's going on in their life. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what does their life consist of right now? So destiny, all right, they feel like they are pursuing their life purpose right now. They feel like they're pursuing a destiny. They feel like they are moving forward. They're patient about moving towards their goals, but they do feel like their life is on track and in alignment to what they want or what they're striving for. I get the Knight of Fire in reverse, and that is another reason why they're not really coming in for you, because the Knight of Wands is about somebody that rushes in, even if it's sporadic. But with it in reverse, it's like they're not really prioritizing passion or sex. They're not really prioritizing racing in or coming forward. They're definitely putting other things first, especially over you or over this connection. Again, they may not be able to travel. So if this is a geographic long distance connection, it may be that you guys are talking, but that it's just there's no ability for them to be able to get to you. So it may be that they just can't really come forward in that way. And then I get the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is interesting too. So it's kind of like they're not prioritizing love or emotions or their feelings or connecting with people romantically. So I'm actually not even getting, at least from these cards, I'm not even getting that they're like dating anyone else or married to anyone else. I'm not even getting that they even want relationships, commitment, or sex, like even at all, or like in general. So that's very interesting because like the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Fire are like in reverse. So it's like they're not even wanting partnership or connection or commitment, not even for casual sex. So it's very, very interesting. Then I get the Ace of Swords upright. So that's good. So the card that you got on your side without communication, I do feel like there is this. So I feel like right now, I feel like the most that you can expect is like maybe like 3 months down the road, them coming in for something sexual, or they may be even able to like reconnect the communication with you. So, and maybe it's baby steps, right? So the Ace of Swords is like, maybe you'll be able to hear from them. Maybe you'll be able to talk to them, or maybe they'll reconnect communication with you, because the Ace of Swords does represent that. Even if they don't want anything at all, maybe this could be like a closure conversation or like an apology or that kind of thing. Because I get like the Princess of Cups or Page of Cups. So I get like, you know, they do want to give some kindness or some compassion to you, or maybe this is like you being willing to receive it or talking to you because you're the one that always sends them love or always gives them affection or like your heart. So there's a little bit of that going on. I want to see a little bit more about like what they're thinking and feeling for you and what their thoughts are for you. So I'm going to go to the Hermit Tarot. So let's see what's going on with them. What is happening? Okay. So what is going on? Okay, they're frightened of connections. All right. So I am terrified. So they're really frightened of relationships, of connections, of commitment, of anything that involves them giving part of themselves to another. We got the Six of Coins in reverse. They're just like, I'm just too scared to really give any part of myself to any person right now. So I get that that's why they're feeling very withdrawn or very pulled back. I get like that they're terrified in this way. And I get be more selfish. And so they're like, I'm just scared to be kind of like giving anything. I feel like maybe when they were younger, they had experience in very codependent relationships, or maybe toxic ones or abusive ones, or maybe their family dynamics are that, or maybe they have some trauma. But with the Be More Selfish card, I get like they are terrified to be in a situation in a emotional connection. And so because of that, they're like, I just have to focus on myself. I have to just focus on me. I can't give up any part of myself. And so this seems like that your person is just very closed to the idea of connections or relationships, like at all. But then, yeah, and so then what I get is they feel like, but they know that they can't have you if they continue in this way. So they feel like, have I lost everything? But I feel like in their head, this is even less of a question. I think this is more of like, I know I've lost pile one. Like, I know I can't be with pile one. I know they want more than this. I know that I can't give them what they want. I can't give them what they need. I know I feel like I've lost them, and all I can have is, or all I can offer is sex. So it's kind of like that this is like this mindset that your person is kind of like stuck in. So that's very challenging. It's very difficult. So it seems like for them, that, you know, all they can do is offer sex. Yes. Okay. So for them, they may be in therapy, or maybe they are seeking therapy. So I get seek professional advice. So I am hoping that this card means that they are getting some therapy, or it might be that like they just really like, this is like confirmation that they really need therapy. They really need professional help, it seems. It seems like your person definitely needs to heal from a lot. So it does seem like that. Hopefully they are getting that. And then, yeah. So there is that. For some of you out there, I feel like maybe they never got over an ex, or maybe they just, you know, never were able to free themselves emotionally from this. Because I get there is someone else, but when we looked at the tarot, it didn't show up as like anybody in their current energy. So I get that there might be like the ghost of someone, or the wounds from someone from the past, or, you know, that there is someone else. Could be that there's someone that they just never got over, or maybe like some abusive figure that kind of still like has voices in their head in a way where it's like they've internalized those thoughts, and it's like there's some interference here. And then I get I am coming trust. I feel like for some of you out there that some of them do want to come forward for sex, or they do want to come forward for an apology, or that kind of thing. So for some of you out there that your person does hope for that or does want that. But again, it's also very much overwhelmed or over, you know, it's kind of overpowered by the being more selfish and the repetitive messages of their selfishness and needing to be alone, even if it's ruthless, and, you know, only coming forward for like the sex or the devil energy or that kind of thing. Not that sex is devil energy, but just that, you know, they may only be able to do that or give that or be that. But let's see here. Let's see some of their let me see some of their divine messages, because this will show a little also more into their psyche about their emotions and stuff. Give a little bit more insight. I have messages from Divine Masculine, and I'm also going to, there we go. I'm also going to do these messages, shadow and light side messages. Okay. Messages from Divine Masculine for pile one. What is their person thinking and going through their head or feeling about them? Okay. So, all right. Well, when they do get sexual, it does seem like they do think about you when they think about, you know, maybe being by themselves. Because again, it's not like they're really going out and finding anybody, but it's like if they're just, you know, with themselves, it does say envisioning you naked in my bed every time I pleasure myself in private. So this is basically like, all right, I feel like when they're by themselves, maybe they allow themselves to fantasize about you. But like that seems to be the extent of it. And like, I mean, they definitely feel a passionate connection. They know that they've not done right by you. It says, I've messed up. Please forgive me for what I've done. So I definitely feel like that your person definitely feels like they know they've messed up. They know that they've probably lost you, or they feel like, of course, I should have or would have lost pile one. Nobody's going to stay around when I've left them a long time ago and don't ever talk to them. And of course, they're going to move on, or they should just move on. So that kind of thing. Yes, literally. Oh my gosh, this one too. It says, please know that I sincerely regret walking away. So I don't feel like it's enough for them to feel like they want to do it differently or do it differently in the future. But I do feel like that they know that they hurt you. They regret hurting you. They regret walking away. They feel guilty about that or bad for that. Then I get the seeking more information about twin flames. So I feel like they might be, in regards to like that getting professional advice card, I feel like that they may, feel like that they want to learn more about relationships. They want to learn more about what is a good relationship and how can they be that way, that kind of thing. For some of you that that card we did get, there is someone else. So for some of you, maybe your person has moved on because it has been a long time. Maybe they've tried dating, or maybe they've have a casual sex partner or something. But it says, aware that my karmic partner knows about our connection. So that's for some of you out there, not for all of you. And also it might be that like the ex from the past that maybe they never got over. If they're still friends with them or something, then maybe they've told that person about you or about your, connection or your interacting together. So there is all of that. Let's see some other shadow side and light side messages. Let's see. Okay, for pile one about their person, please. All right. So I get light side messages. I keep getting signs that remind me of you. So they are reminded of you. They do think about you a lot. No one loves me like you do. Isn't that the truth, you guys? So definitely they know that you're the one that loves them above all other people in their life. And they know, I feel like they know they're never going to be able to get somebody else that's going to like really, truly, unconditionally love them like you do. I can never find the right words to say to you. And that's probably why they don't communicate. Or if they do, it's not very effective communication. I don't deserve you. So they definitely are suffering from some low self-esteem here. So there is that. I still love you. I want to be with you. So for some of them, they do have romantic feelings for you. For some of you out there, like they have developed that deep love, and there is a longing in that way, but they know they can't really offer more than what they did, or they can't really come back for you. So it seems like for some of them out there, they do still hold romantic feelings for you, or they do still care about you or love you as a person. They do want the best for you. So they definitely hope that you have a good life, and they want you to have good things, and they want you to be happy. I'm sorry for being critical of you. So for some of them out there, they were criticizing you, or they maybe gave you like, it's like when you feel like, it's like your person felt like they couldn't be with you. And so instead of saying that and taking responsibility for them feeling like, oh, I just don't feel like I'm good enough for you. For some of you out there, your person was like, oh, I don't want to be with you because of this quality you have, or because of this thing you did, or because of that. But really, it's like they were just trying to come up with reasons and talk their way out of it because they didn't want a relationship. And so they were coming up with these things that were probably minor things or that weren't that important, that just to give them like an out or like an excuse. And then I judged you too harshly. So maybe sometimes they even said something they didn't mean, and they were like, I'm sorry if I criticized you or said something unfair or upsetting and I was too harsh. So I definitely feel like for some of you out there, your person definitely said mean words that they didn't mean, or in the heat of the moment they said it, or they were just trying to find any reason at all to be able to run away. So there is that. Now I want to get some advice for you guys, because I know that this reading was pretty harsh. So I want to see for you guys, let's see, some advice for you. I'm going to use Twin Flame Guidance Oracle. So What are some advice for my beautiful pile ones who are sad and miss their person, who seems like they are not really coming forward? Let's see. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of advice. We need less advice. These are good. Okay. We need some more advice, but not the whole deck, please. This one. Maybe one more. No, not the whole deck, please. Okay. Now, too much cards. All right, we're going to do one card from the top. Excellent. All right. All right. So, fresh start. I feel like for you, my darlings, you are being offered a time period where you can have a fresh start in your life. And I love how it's like this little plant sprouting. So you might feel like you're just kind of blossoming right now, or you're just starting off. And I love how it's like you're this little sprout that's going to grow into a big, beautiful plant. So this is a great time for you to have a fresh start and a new beginning. So I like this for you. And I get challenges. You may have felt challenged by needing to move forward or move on or have a fresh start. And it seemed like for this, I feel like the universe is giving you strength to be able to overcome these challenges, to be able to overcome the challenge of starting anew when you really wanted to be with this person. And I get the overwhelmed feeling. So you may feel like it's too overwhelming, or it's too sad, or it's too hard to move on. And so you might feel yourself overwhelmed with like painful emotions, or, you know, with this broken heart. And so for you, it's going to be about knowing that you, like, look at this. This is so pretty. So just reminding yourself that you can do it, even if you don't know how it's going to happen. Because look at this, it's like you're this little sprout, but then look what happens. You grow into this beautiful plant, and it looks like the leaves are even the same. So it's so great. So they're saying just to have faith and confidence in yourself. Take things one day at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and after a while, before you know it, you're going to be this beautiful big plant where you're going to be like thriving and flourishing. You're not going to be overwhelmed with like being bogged down by all of these, you know, negative thoughts in your head or painful memories. It's like you're going to be able to do that. And also, this is something where they're wanting to tell you there is somebody in the future who does want to compromise with you. They do want to be giving to you. They do want to give to this connection. So I do feel like you will be able to get that and find that, even if you have felt discouraged or hopeless about it, or even if you feel like you haven't been able to have it or it's not in store for you. So I do like this. I know it's tough moving forward or moving on, but I do have faith in you. I believe in you and you can do it. And I have faith in the universe that they can give you something beautiful where you're really going to be able to have that like love where you walk off into the sunset together. So I would say keep up the faith, my baby. If not for anything else, then in yourself. So that is what I have for you. I hope this resonated with you. If you liked this video or it connected with you, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if this was not your pile, again, this is a harsh pile. And if this was not your pile, feel free to pick another one or another video. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading today, where we are going to spill all the tea and we are going to look at your person and what's going on with them, what's going on in their life, how do they think and feel about you, what do they want to say to you, what is going on in your connection, what's coming up in the future, all that stuff. So you guys have picked the second pile with the little two macarons, which is very cool. I like the two together because that represents like a relationship, or, the two of you together, which is very beautiful. You have also picked this beautiful blue obsidian crystal, which is stunning. So I love this for you guys. I feel like the blue is a wonderful, wonderful crystal for your throat chakra, for your third eye. So I feel like that for you, you're going to be really tapping into your psychic knowingness and communication skills with this connection at this point in time in this connection. So that is very cool. You also have picked the Starchild Tarot, which is very beautiful. So you have picked this tarot card deck, as the deck you want to use today. So we're going to start off with it. You also, this video you picked, the china in the video was the china that my grandmother got on her wedding. And so it was very beautiful. So I wanted to incorporate that into a video for you guys, especially because I feel like the theme of this has been, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. And I feel like that this is also about commitment, about weddings, about relationships, marriages, that kind of thing. I'm also wearing my grandmother's wedding ring as a, you know, good luck charm for you, and her pearls, which is cool. So I wanted to have my spirit of my grandmother with us as we do this reading. She was a foodie herself. She was a Taurus. So she was a sweet, sweet grandmother, and I love her very much. So we're going to focus on what's going on with you and your person. So these 3 cards represent what you're thinking and feeling about them and your connection. Oh, I was going to put this in frame, but to be honest, it's a little like small playing field with this. So here we go. We'll go like that. Okay. I've adjusted the camera angle so I can show you the cards better, but unfortunately that means I have less table in frame for the camera, so we're going to get creative with it. But don't worry, I will show you all these cards so you will see. So we have 3 cards on their side in regards to what they're thinking and feeling about you right now and the connection. I have 3 cards for the past, for what has happened already to bring the 2 of you to this current moment. 3 cards for the future, what's coming up in regards to the next 3 months. So what's most likely going to happen. And then 1 card for like a longer term outcome or a final outcome or farther on down the road. So how you're thinking, and I am going to do reversals because it gives a lot of information when I do that. So, okay, so you're not super happy with your person at the moment. You may have even lost faith in this connection altogether. So I get the star in reverse. So usually the star represents faith, and it represents being able to have, you know, the confidence that this connection can work out. But it seems like you might have lost faith or lost confidence in your person or in this connection. So you might be in a phase where you're thinking, should I give up? I get the King of Coins. In this deck, it's crystals, but I get the King of Coins, and it seems like your person in reverse. You're like thinking like, wow, they could have been like a partner for me. They could have been like a husband. They could have been a spouse. But now it's in reverse, and you're thinking, gosh, do I just need to like drop them? Do I, you know, they haven't been able to move forward and give me the commitment I'm looking for. I thought they were going to be so invested, but now something has happened to either disrupt the connection or disrupt the commitment, or you're maybe reassessing, are they really a marriage partner for you after all? And then I get, yes, so the star is in reverse, and so is King of Coins. And then I get the 8 of Wands upright. So I do feel like, though, communication will be coming through. It makes sense that you picked the blue obsidian. So I do feel like communication will be happening fast, quickly, and I feel like things will be speeding up. So with the 8 of Wands, it represents fast communication and maybe even travel. So there is this energy. So it seems like that you still want some things, and you probably still have a lot of conversation that you guys need to have or things that you need to say. So there is that from your side. And also it seems like you may have lost faith in this connection or in them, and they need to restore your faith in them. And it seems like right now you're still prepared or would still move forward, but you're maybe thinking that maybe they don't want to, or maybe you're thinking maybe you shouldn't. So in the, okay, there may be a third party situation going on, because I'm getting Queen of Crystals, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and then Queen of Swords in reverse. So it may be, I'm getting 2 queens and a princess. So it may be like if they're married with kids, with like the Queen of Coins and the Page of Coins, this could be you. This could be somebody else that they have kids with. It could be a baby mama. It could be somebody where they are in a connection and, you know, they might have kids with somebody else in some way. And then I'm getting the Queen of Swords, which I want to say maybe in this particular case is you, because this is about the queen that communicates, and I get this in reverse. So I'm getting, it's like this is on one side, he may or your person may have kids with this woman or with this person, and it seems like that you may feel like on the other side, or this, where I feel like they aren't able to talk with you, or maybe they feel like they haven't talked to you as much, or maybe they feel like maybe we shouldn't talk, or it seems like you guys are going through a rough patch in your connection. So there is this. So that's upright because it seems like the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles are upright, but the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So I do feel like that this is most likely a third party. And then in the past, I get that you were communicating with them, except their energy was off and it was unhappy. So I get that you were empowered. I get that you were communicating well with the Page of Swords. And in the past, you were communicating very strongly, very bravely. And I feel like you were very clear and succinct. And I feel like you were probably very logical about it. And you were pretty factual. You're like, kind of laid down the law. You're like, this is what it is. And then I get the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's like the two of you together. But I feel like that in this case, like they were out of alignment and then you were very empowered. So I feel like that the situation was this way. So they were, upside down. So basically in the past, their sexual energy also might have been restricted or removed, or maybe they weren't as passionate, or maybe they held their energy back, or maybe they were drained or exhausted or tired. And then I get the Sun in reverse. So it seems like nobody was happy. So it seems like, they were going through a rough time. You were communicating and about your displeasure. And there was like the Sun in reverse. So nobody was enjoying themselves in this way. But what's coming up in the near future, you guys, in the next 3 months? Okay, so number one, there's a great healing that's going to happen between you and your person. So that's good. So the Three of Swords is in reverse. And it's like we all know that, you were in pain in this connection. Your person was probably in pain in this connection, and maybe even other people if they're involved. But it seems like with it reversed, it's like the swords will fall out of the heart. So there is a healing that is coming up within the next 3 months. So that is good. I get the Two of Swords upright. So there is a decision, or a decision will be made about this connection in the next 3 months. So that is very, very good. And I get the Eight of Swords still upright. So there's a healing. There has to be a decision to free themselves or free yourself from this feeling trapped or restricted energy. So either something in their life will shift in order to free them up more, or they will make a decision to really get a hold over their mental thoughts and anxieties so it's not a prison. They'll be able to free themselves. Like she could literally just walk away. She could literally walk right forward. But she's like, look how trapped I am. But like nothing's blocking her and she's not even tied up in this card. So it's kind of like it might be you that could just walk away and making the decision to walk away if you really do feel like you've lost faith in your person or in this connection. Or it could be that your person's like, oh wow, look at this way, that's this path that's been made for me. So it seems like you guys are going to be making a decision about what you want to do here. And then final outcome with this, Five of Swords in reverse. This is great. So normally Five of Swords is about like putting yourselves first and really focusing on yourselves as individuals, kind of at the expense of the other person or the expense of the connection. But with it in reverse, I feel like that's going to stop happening. So I feel like you guys might act more as a team and less self-prioritizing yourself and only self-focused. No, there's a word for it. Instead of just being like, only focusing on yourself instead, whatever. There's a word for it. I'm not thinking of it. So I like this. It seems better. There's definitely a healing. At least you guys will be able to make a decision so you're not stuck and you're not in limbo. And you're definitely going to be able to make this decision together as a united decision instead of somebody like making a decision on your behalf or you making a decision, and not taking your person into account. So there is like a working together here, which is good. So I'm going to start to go with some oracle decks that are close by. So let's see. We're going to start with messages from Divine Masculine. So what is your person thinking about you today that's from more of a vulnerable place that they maybe have or haven't told you? Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love it. And this one flipped out too. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I like this a lot. Your person is just kind of a wreck, but I do, oh my God, these are all the same messages. Okay, this is better, you guys. So I hope you're able to keep watching because look at this. And now these messages are not all good. So sometimes people ask like, oh, but are all the cards in your deck all good? And it's just like a Disney reading where everything is like a happily ever after. And I want to say no. And if that is something you guys still believe, check out pile 1. Anyway, I am yearning for our union. So your person really wants to be with you. You are my queen and I am your king. So let's build our kingdom together. So that's incredible. And also another interpretation of your tarot, where we got the 2 queens and the princess, it might be that they're like, all right, we know that you're the Queen of Swords reversed right now. I'm the Knight of Wands reversed right now, but I really want to change this around. I want to transition this connection to the Queen of Pentacles. So it might be that your person's trying to shift it there, sending telepathic messages so that you can connect with me in the 5D. So your person is definitely sending out signals for you and they really want to talk to you. Wishing you were here with me right now. So yeah, your person definitely wishes they were like with you. That's awesome. I was blind and frozen to our connection, but not anymore. That is so promising. Seeing the signs and synchronicities that are guiding me towards sacred union with you. That's awesome. I am sorry for not heeding your advice. Wow, that's really powerful. And my pride and ego still dictate my current actions. That is true. So yes, you might have been discovering that your person's pride and ego has definitely been coloring this connection. So like, I love how they're like apologizing and they're like, so sorry, I was not cool. All these other cards are like, I want to be in a commitment with you. So that is strong, and there are 6. So that's like amazing. Like seeing signs, I'm not blind and frozen to this. I wish you were here with me. I want to talk to you. You're my king, I'm your queen, blah, 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 reversed. I'm yearning for a union. Like these are all like so good. So that's amazing. They're just still kind of in their ego right now, and their higher self is probably trying to talk to them and make them be better, but like they're not really like having it. But I definitely feel like that they still want to be with you. So there is that. All right, let's see what will happen in the future. Pink Divine Love Oracle. I'm going to be skipping around because I'm going to go back to what they're thinking as well. But I also want to get a little more... I'm just using decks that are in front of me. Easier to reach. But I have them all planned for you. Don't worry. All right. Well, these are how many? These are a lot. We're going to take them. Okay. So we have what's coming up next, or what's coming up in the future between you and your person. Enlightenment. Oh my God, you guys, this is literally what they need to get out of their ego. Spiritual awakening, revelation. I turn it because my cell phone that's recording these videos, it makes them be reversed to me, even though it's forward to you. So when I do this, I can't read always the text backwards. So enlightenment, your person is going to get enlightenment. We love this. Okay. Love sick, void, emptiness, heartbroken. Yeah, they're getting enlightenment because they're sad without you and they're heartbroken and they are being forced to grow, basically. So that's amazing. Rainbow, bad vibes clearing up. So here's the rainbow after the storm. So this seems kind of like chronological order. So it's like they're sad and they're heartbroken and they're growing and they're getting enlightenment and spiritual awakening, and that's going to clear up the bad vibes, and that's great. And then rose-colored glasses. See past the illusion and unkept promises. I feel like this is you. I feel like they probably have not kept promises to you, and maybe you were looking at them in an idealized way, and then the star got reversed and you were like, oh, actually, now I'm disillusioned and I'm not looking at you in an idealized way. So the rose-colored glasses came off, and so now it's like you're gonna just kind of like see past the unkept promises, and you're going to be like, okay, you're growing as a person. Let's figure this out. Let's clean up this mess. So that's good. Letting go of what no longer serving you. So that is great. So yeah, so they're going to be cleaning up their actions and cleaning up the bad vibes and nibbling mice, taking advantage of and unappreciative. They're going to realize that they were either taking advantage of you or they were taking you for granted or they weren't very appreciative. They were like this little mouse that ran in to eat your beautiful cupcake and like running off and not really like giving you anything. And they were just kind of receiving for them and going away. So that is something that's changing, and that is some of the bad vibes that are clearing up because they're going to be like, okay, that was unfair and selfish of me. I can't do that. I need to do better. So that looks great. I'm very happy to hear this. Okay, now let's do the next deck that's in front of me. All right, yay, truth deck. Okay, I put all the decks I wanted to use in this reading within arm's length, so that was good. All right, what else is coming up in the future between you and your person, pile 2? All right, so you do need some more information needed. So there is this. So you do need some more information. So they need to tell you some things. And this is so interesting. All right, you guys might be here from my last video because these cards did come up and I was shuffling the cards. So they should have mixed up by now. But I do get walk it off and think it through. So you did, one of the piles in last video did actually have these cards come out. So you guys might have picked that pile. So that is interesting. So yes, more information needed, walk it off, think it through, deep feelings and family issues. Yeah, I felt like they may have kids with somebody and maybe that was interfering for some of you as well. And then deep feelings, like they have so many deep feelings for you, it's crazy. So there is definitely this. So I like this a lot. So basically they need to tell you some more information and then they need to kind of like think about their actions and their words and have basically tell you this information in a very like loving, kind way. And they need to be very thoughtful and considerate of you with how they talk to you. So there is that. And they're probably right now, even at this moment, thinking about what can they say to you to make it up to you? How can they fix this situation? So there is that. And if they have taken a little time and space to kind of like walk it off and regulate their feelings, you know, that's okay because they are sensitive and they do have a lot of feelings. So I get this deep feelings card. So it is like, you're probably very aware they are very vulnerable to you. I mean, all the divine messages we got from them were very intense. So there is a lot of like love for you. And I get that their family also might be coming in the way, or there may be some issues with their family that they've had to take care of, or they've been, you know, prioritizing their family. But it seems like they're going to try to figure some things out so that they can make it up to you, or they can at least give you like this healing with that 3 of Swords that comes. So that's good because they do have to make a decision to free themselves from feeling restricted. And they do have to be able to like prioritize the connection here instead of just focusing on their own like selfishness or their own advantages. So what are some of their light and shadow side messages in regards to you? I am focused on my career over love right now. So yeah, your person may be definitely not prioritizing you because they're focused on their career. And that's the shadow side. They need to figure out maybe more of a balance. It's easier to be in a superficial relationship than with you, probably because with you they feel so many feelings. So there is that. But you are my secret inspiration. So definitely, they definitely know that like they do things for you. You're their motivation. They're very connected to you in this way. I'm afraid to open up to anyone. I'm keeping secrets from you. So they just feel like they just can't communicate at all. And it's interesting you guys got the blue obsidian for the throat chakra because they definitely need to be able to communicate with you better. So they do have secrets they're keeping from you and they're afraid to open up. And they're afraid to tell you how you inspire them and how you motivate them. And they're scared to tell anybody this, including you. And so it's easier for them to be with somebody that they don't have feelings for, or career can be superficial because while we put our energy and our love in our career and our passions in our career, it can sometimes be that not everybody has a career they're passionate about. Sometimes people just have a day-to-day job, or sometimes they have a distracting job, or sometimes it can be superficial because they're not challenging themselves to be open and vulnerable emotionally. So there is that. So I do feel like there is this, and I get a lot of shadows. I mean, we have 4 shadows to 1 light side message. So you're the inspiration also to helping them, I feel, overcome their shadow side, which is also very important and powerful that you know. So there is that. Now let's look at some of their thoughts. We're going to keep sticking with the thoughts. So Hermit Tarot, what are some of their thoughts that they're thinking just today? Like, so just when you're watching this video, just today, what are they thinking about you and this connection? If I follow you, I could lose everything. They're very scared to pursue this connection. I feel like they're scared of everything they could lose, or it not going well, or them making the sacrifices necessary to be in this connection. And then reach out. Yeah, they've been sending you those telepathic messages to really connect with you or have you communicate with them. So they really do want to reach out to you, or they want you to reach out to them. So there is that. I get this love scares me. So they definitely are very scared of this connection or of love in general. It's easier for them to be in superficial connections that aren't so triggering or challenging, or that aren't so like they could get their heart broken. So there is that. Then I just dream and wish for everything. So they do dream and wish that they could have it all. They wish they could have their cake and eat it too. But they also dream and wish that they could have you and the life that they want. And I want you. So they dream and wish for everything, and they really do want you. So they want you passionately, they want you romantically. I feel like they want you tangibly in their life. So they do really want you. They're just scared. All right. Now let's see. I want to see what are some of their current vibes right now. So again, we're going to go through like, what are they going through currently in regards to you? So what are they thinking currently today that you're watching this video? Okay, romantic. After all this time, I still have a crush on you. Sometimes you make me feel like a teenager all over again. So they definitely are very, very connected to you, and they have so much romantic love for you. And signs, again, we just got that about paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. I now pay attention to all the signs. I trust they are guiding me home to you. So that is also very, very beautiful. So I love this. Excellent. And one more, do from the middle. Desire, I long for you. That's awesome. Okay, so they're very, very connected to you. Hello, little man. Don't ruin my cards, please. You have no room to step. You have no room to step. Thank you. Bye. And let's see. Let's jump to Stellar Energy Oracle. What are they thinking and feeling about you today? This one flipped out in here. Yes. Burning passion, but they're all tied up. We got that 8 of Swords for the future. Oh, and happy ending. So yeah, we got that. So we got that they were focusing on that. So I get that, like, the 8 of Swords for the 3 months in the future is how they're going to remove themselves from the restrictions that they've had. So they're definitely going to be able to free themselves from whatever has been holding them back. Because look at this burning passion. And I mean, happy ending could also be connected to that, because, you know, sometimes they go together. But I do feel like that they have so much burning passion for you. But also I feel like they really want a happy ending with you. They really want things to work out, and they really want this situation to work. And they want to remove themselves from being tied up. They're like, I have so much passion for pile 2. I have so much, I want to like have a happy ending with them. But I feel like I just can't have it. I'm so restricted. So they really do have to make that decision. And then let's see. So a few more minutes. I always try to go to like half hour. So we have, what are their emotions today? So what are they feeling for you emotionally today? Muse, you're my secret inspiration. Exactly. You've made me feel alive again. So that is something that's wonderful. Focus. They're prioritizing love over career. I know what I want and I can't stop until I have it. So they definitely are very career focused, but I also feel like they are focused on you, and I feel like they're having a renewed determination. And secrets. I hate not knowing what's going on, but I also feel like they have so many secrets they've been hiding from you because it says that they're just not opening up to you right now, and you need more information. You need them to communicate with you and build. I would like to work together to have stability. So I do feel like that they would like to rebuild the security and the trust between the two of you, even if it means they still don't feel like opening up. So there is that. And then Journey of Love, final messages for you guys regarding your person. All right. And if you guys have liked this video, I would love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to do that. That is awesome. Excellent. All right. So what do they think and feel for you today with this? These are kind of big. There we go. All right. Joy, you've made me feel alive. That's literally what we got with the Muse card. You make me feel alive. That's awesome. So you make me feel alive again. Thank you. I'm so cold without you. We got that too. They're cold and lonely and heartbroken without you, and they miss your warmth. Desire. We got desire already. I long for you. This one is I can still taste you. So they definitely miss you. They have so much passion for you. And the final message that you guys have from your person to you today, if they could tell you anything, they would tell you, soulmate. We've been here before and we would do it. Yeah, we've done this before. We will do it again. So I love this for you guys. So this is the final message. So again, if you feel like this card did not, or this pile did not resonate with you, feel free to pick another pile or another video. And I appreciate you guys watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading today. I hope you enjoyed the intro with my little tea party. We are focusing on what is the tea on your person. What are they doing? What have they been up to? What are they thinking and feeling about you? What's going on in this connection? What's happening in the future? All sorts of things. So what would they say to you if they could, or what will they say to you? So it's very, very cool. I'm excited you're here. You have picked my grandmother's wedding china tea set. So I love this. You picked the third pile, which is actually a yuzu tart. It was delicious, I have to say. So that's very cool. And you guys have picked this beautiful rose quartz. So I love this very much. I got this down in Miami, actually. And this is very, very nice. It was with this healer that infused it with like spiritual healing energy and stuff. So this is my favorite, probably, crystal of all the small crystals I have. So this is one that I always feel very, very deeply connected to, like in my soul. So I feel like you and your person have a very deep soulmate connection. It's very special, and that's beautiful. And I will put this here in frame so you can see it. Oh, my other card decks are creeping their way in. Hold on. Put that over there. Okay. So you also have picked this Good Tarot from Colette Baron Reed, which is very cool. And we're going to use that to channel your person today. So that's excellent. And for you with your person, we're going to first look at the relationship or the connection and how it currently stands. All right. So for you on your side, this is how you're thinking and feeling about your person right now. And I will have this be in reverse. I'll take reversals because it gives more information. This is your person's side, how they're thinking and feeling about you currently and what's going on in their heart and in their life currently. 3 cards for the past, and this is like how they're thinking towards you. 3 cards in the past, what has happened already that has brought you guys to this current situation. 3 cards for the future, what has going to come up in the next 3 months of time in the near future. And then more of a final outcome or a longer term future or farther off down the road. So how you're thinking and feeling. Okay, so you feel like you guys are on pause. First of all, I get the Hanged Man. So the Hangman represents how you feel like things aren't really moving forward. Things are on pause. But it's interesting because it's not so much that you think they're like done forever. You just think that they're on a pause, which is very interesting. So you feel like you're in limbo and that things aren't really happening. I get the 10 of coins, where you think maybe you thought this person was your soulmate or future spouse, but that it seems like maybe that changed. So if you guys have broken up or you're in separation, the 10 of coins in reverse is like you thought they were your everything, your future, your investment, your treasure chest, but it turned out that maybe right now at this current time, you're feeling like that has not happened, or it kind of hasn't really solidified the way you wanted it to. And then I get the 9 of Swords in reverse. But it seems like you're kind of made peace with this, or you feel peaceful about it. Yet at some time, I feel in the past, you had a lot of worries and anxieties and nightmares maybe about this, or fears. But now it seems with the 9 of Swords in reverse, it seems like you've made peace with this. So maybe you're more content. So maybe you've done some healing since then, or maybe you just feel okay about it. Or maybe you feel like, all right, but maybe we will reconnect in the future. So for them on their side, I feel like, yes, they're the same with the King of Coins in reverse, where they felt like maybe they also felt like they would have been your spouse with the King of Coins, except that now they're feeling like that has shifted or changed. But what's interesting is the King on their side is like they're prioritizing themselves, they're focusing on them. They might even be trying to focus on a career that's been struggling, so they're trying to figure that out. Also, I get that they are not really emotionally giving to you or financially giving to you at this time. I get the 6 of coins, which is also in reverse, where normally the 6 of coins is like them giving to you financially or romantically, but now it's in reverse, so it seems like it's kind of changed around again. So it seems like they're not really giving to you. They're kind of just giving to themselves. They're focusing on themselves and their own life. But what's interesting is I feel like they're thinking about how do they reconnect with you. The 6 of Swords is they're thinking about traveling towards you. So this is upright and they want to be a support energy. They want to be in your life. It seems like they're thinking about how can they just kind of reconnect with you. So that is actually really good. So I feel like they're trying to like sail towards you or move towards you, especially because the boat's like even in your direction. So you might be feeling like, again, you guys haven't had much activity, but you have faith that maybe it's not going to be like this way forever. So then I get the Messenger of Fire, which is interesting. So I get with this card that this represents, in the past, this is you being very feisty and fiery. This is you, the Page of Fire, being like, okay, I am so passionate about my person. I am also very gorgeous and beautiful and attractive, and my person feels this about me, and I'm prioritizing myself, and I'm really like putting myself first. I also feel like for some of you, you might have put your foot down. And it's interesting how it's like you were looking towards your person in the past. But now you're kind of like, yeah, you're kind of in your own energy. So that's interesting. So you're both kind of in your own energies on your own sides. And then the 8 of Swords in the past. It seems like things kind of were working in a way where they were kind of restricting you both or trapping you or that kind of thing. Okay, you guys were in a pattern where you guys would get together and then break up and then get together and then break up, and it was kind of like a pattern. So this 8 of Swords represents you guys were kind of stuck in this pattern, and it was a passionate pattern with you being this Princess of Fire, and then the 6 of Cups in the past upright. So yeah, you guys just kind of get back together and break up and get back together and break up. So there was that. Or you guys got back together and you felt like it was restrictive and not what you wanted it to be. Now, in the future, in the next 3 months, because it does seem like your person has a lot of thoughts about connecting with you or reaching out to you or even traveling to see you. So what are some of their thoughts? Okay. Or I mean, in the next 3 months. So, okay. So I get the Page of Fire. So I feel like that you're still really prioritizing yourself and you're really focusing on you and you're really gorgeous and attractive and you're acting like a lighthouse to this person because they can't stop thinking about you and thinking about how beautiful you are and attractive and gorgeous and on all of that. I get the Two of Swords, so I feel like that you guys are going to have to make a decision about this connection. But I feel like because there's so much passion here, that, which I feel like is their side towards you, there's so much passion they feel towards you, because every card that comes up is like, you're a goddess. Like I get the Page of Fire, I get the Messenger of Fire, and I get the Page of Fire. These are both kind of like Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, or like Page of Wands, fire, energy. These to me both seem like females. So I feel like they are both, kind of like hot girls. And then I get the Empress in reverse. So again, I'm seeing like they still idealize you a lot in these next 3 months. You are their Empress, but you're in reverse. So they may think you don't want to hear from them. You don't want to talk to them. They may be like, wow, my person's so attractive. I can't stop thinking about their beauty and how amazing they are and how they shine, but yet maybe pile 3 doesn't want to connect with me, or maybe you don't want to connect with them because if you do, it would throw your energy off. It seems like you're thinking you want to do what's right for you and you need to make a decision about this, but you don't want to do something that's going to throw you out of balance or out of whack or throw you on your head, basically. And then down the road, it's interesting because I feel like you guys could actually progress this down the road, because I'm getting the Nine of Wands and I'm getting it in reverse. So the Nine of Wands is usually like the battle is over and now there's peace. But with it in reverse, I feel like the battle is not over and maybe this connection is not over. So, and then it may not be peaceful if you guys, progress this or keep going, but it seems like, that the battle is not over, that you guys are not over, that there's still some, things left to be discovered. So that's interesting. Now I want to see a little bit more about I want to see if they do reach out to you. When will it be? So, because they keep thinking about this. They don't act on it, but they keep thinking about it. So I want to look at my Divine Timing deck. And I know it's not called that, but that's how I look at it. All right, so if they do reach out to you, because I feel like most of you are in separation, honestly. When will be a few time frames that maybe you guys will reconnect? Okay. So for a few of you, some of them are going to reach out or you might reconnect in March. So that's very interesting because I'm filming this in February. So that's interesting. It's up to you. Yeah, I keep getting the strong message that you may not want to talk to them. So if you do want to talk to them, it's up to you if you want to reconnect. And I get try later. So this is interesting. And is this... No, it's not an eclipse. I'm looking at the astrology in these planets here because this almost looked like it was an eclipse, but it's not. This now looks like it's like a comet hurling towards this other planet. So that's interesting. So I'm fascinated because there's also lightning. It seems like you might feel like if you were to reconnect with your person, that you would feel like a comet was like a meteor would be crashing down onto you, and it would be like a natural disaster with the lightning. So there's a little bit of that. But yeah, so it's up to you about how much you want to do this. And I get that you could reach out next month in March if you want. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this video, you could reach out in March, or they might reach out in March, or you could do it actually honestly at any time, or they might just try later. So they might try later with you. I feel like maybe in their head, they haven't come up with a plan of exactly like when or like a strategy, but I think they're thinking in their head, they're like, maybe one day we will reconnect, or, one of these days, maybe we will be in each other's lives, or maybe we will reconnect or talk, or like, I feel like they kind of think that like one day they will. What do they think about you? They are terrified. I feel like they're very scared of getting their heart broken, and they're very scared of commitment. They're very scared of love. They have a lot of anxiety and be more selfish. So they're just focusing on themselves right now, and they're feeling like they need to be more selfish. They need to just really focus on them. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. So they may need some more time. And so, it's cool, you guys, person. You guys are going to get a lot of time. I don't know if pile 3 really wants to reach out. But I feel like that you might be wondering whatever happened to your person from all those years ago. This love scares me. Okay, so there's a theme. So your person has a lot of anxieties. And it's interesting too because you got the Nine of Swords reversed. Like you also had fears and anxieties about this connection, except that for you, I feel like now they're over. Whereas your person, I feel like they're kind of still stuck in that anxiety energy. So there is that. And let's see, one more thought from them. What are they thinking about you currently from the time you're watching this video? Ace of Pentacles. They want to make you an offer. They feel like they want to make you an offer, though, that you can't reject or that you can't refuse. So I feel like they're going to try to make you an enticing offer where you're going to have to say yes and show up. So that's very interesting. If you work with this person or have worked with this person, they may bring up work or something. They might bring up a project, or they might bring up like something, you know, creative that they come up with in their head where they're like, oh, pile 3 is going to say yes to this. They always say yes to this, you know, that kind of thing. Something that only pile 3 is good at. They have to help. They have to do this. They have to show up. Like, I feel like it's kind of a ruse, but it's kind of like a lighthearted, you know, like not like a evil scheme. Oh, wow. Okay. So I've been shuffling messages from Divine Masculine. And then again, your person doesn't have to be a guy in order for these to apply. But it says, I've been feeling lost and confused without you. So I do feel like for most of you, you guys are in separation, or you're not talking to your person, or they don't hear from you, or that. Yes. Okay. I regret not choosing you when I had the chance. So they definitely regret not choosing you when they had the chance. So maybe they could have picked you and they didn't. And that's where you get the 10 of coins reversed. They got the King of coins reversed. So it's like they were supposed to be with you and they didn't. I am ready to travel towards you and meet in person, which is exactly what we got with their 6 of Swords energy. So that's very, very interesting. And then I get observing your social media to find out information about you. So they're stalking you online. And again, not to freak out if this person is a real stalker. If they are, block them. But yeah, I would say that this is kind of like the, oh, my ex is longing for me and checking up on me online type feel. Not like scary, don't worry about that. For most of you. All of you. Yeah, so they're just kind of like seeing like, what are you up to? What are you doing? And you know, you're watching this video to see the tea on them. So I feel like they kind of have that same curiosity, like, well, what is, you know, what is pile 3 doing? What are they doing now? You know, that kind of thing. They're very curious about you. I feel like with all that Empress, Princess of Fire, Knight of Wands, like Messenger of Fire energy, like, you are so magnetic to your person, they always are obsessed with you. So they just didn't pick you because they were really, really scared. So what are their thoughts? I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted. You probably would have given them a much better life and they know that. So they're settling for the life they thought they wanted. You are an angel in my life. They think about you very fondly. They see you as somebody like beautiful and magical and special and gorgeous and wonderful. I feel like they feel bad about themselves because they messed it all up. But they see you as somebody like sweet and kind and caring and lovely and amazing and wonderful. Let's see. They see you as very special. You challenge me in ways that make me grow. So, of course, you definitely do that. And this is so sweet. You are so beautiful to me. Yeah, you're like this beautiful angel to them. That is so lovely. They feel like you're like lovely. You're like a princess or a prince, whoever you are watching. So that is lovely. And then they have a lot of shadows. Oh, I'm secretly heartbroken. So they are secretly heartbroken that this did not work out. My childhood was difficult and it still affects me. So yeah, they're definitely still affected by their childhood. I should have been honest about my feelings. It seems like they weren't really honest with you, or maybe they needed to be honest about different things or share it in a different way, or maybe they thought they could just handle it all themselves, or maybe it's because they've been suffering in silence now. I'm trying to bury my love for you. Oh, this is so sad. Your person's so sad. And then I need to be alone now. Oh, your person's like pining for you, and they're sad, and they're scared, and they just can't have it, and they're, oh, you're a sweet person. Okay. Let's see. What now? We're gonna go to some twin flame current vibes. What are they thinking about you now? What are they thinking about you currently? This, okay. Reflecting. I am reflecting on my actions and realizing the error of some of my ways. That's good. I'm glad that they're growing as a person. I'm glad that they're learning from this. I'm glad that they have had these realizations. Dimmed. Without you in my life, my world goes dark. Oh, that's so sad. You are just this beautiful angel for them. They do feel very sad about that. And then inner wounds. I am working on myself. I am trying my best. Yeah, they need to heal. So they're definitely focusing on their healing, which is good. It isn't what it seems. Not all that glitters is gold. They're settling for the life they thought they wanted. They realize that they're not happy in their life without you. Questioning everything. I don't know what to believe anymore. So it seems like that they're sad and they just don't know. They feel lost. And rainbow love. Your love sets my heart on fire. So they definitely deeply loved you, and I feel deeply still love you. Let's see. What are... I feel like this has taken a turn. I feel like this is all like your person crying in their cup of coffee. Oh, they're very sad. Okay. What would you like to tell pile 3? Pile 3's person. What's going on? Okay. It seems like you both thought you guys were going to marry each other, and then it just didn't happen because they were too scared. Okay. And this one, I guess. Homecoming. I promise I'll be back soon. I do feel like your person does want to reach out, but they want to make sure they do it in a way that's strategic and they don't get rejected and that they're protecting themselves. Humor. I love how you can always make me laugh. So yeah, you guys definitely are very funny and you have a hilarious relationship connection. So that is great. There's definitely a lot of humor there. Destiny. I want forever with you. So I love this. It seems like, yeah, you're definitely very, very connected. They still wish they could be with you if they could just get over their issues. Pedestal. I admire everything about you. Exactly. You're like this Empress, Page of Wands, Messenger of Fire. Like, you're everything. You know, they've definitely, you're an angel. You're beautiful. Like, they've put you on this pedestal for sure. Companion. I just want loyal completion. I just want loyal companionship. So there is definitely that. And they also might love dogs. So that's sweet. And then natural, don't change a thing. So I feel like, yeah, your person definitely loves you just how you are. Oh, yeah, your person really has so many feelings for you. And then I feel like I could just keep going with all these decks, and I do have a lot of time. So maybe we'll just take a few more. Okay, so with the Stellar Energy Oracle, wishing well, your wish is being granted. So on one hand, I feel like they wish you well. On another hand, I feel like they might wish to be with you, but they may not have what it takes to actually be with you. Tied up, yeah. They feel like they're all tied up in their own anxieties. Happy ending. They wish to have a happy ending with you, or they feel confident that like one day you guys will reconnect and one day you guys might be able to get back together. And they still have so much passion for you. So I get burning passion. So that is amazing. And let's see. Untold truths of the heart. All right, we'll do this, and then we'll do a final message. Maybe some advice for you. Because I'm just getting lots of cards that are like, your person's pining for you. They're pining for you. They're still pining for you. They're pining for you. Like, I'm just getting all these messages. And I'm like, okay. All right. So, time. Wait cycles infinity. I feel like your person has been waiting for an infinity. I feel like they feel like time has been like years and years without you. So I feel like they're just pining for you and missing you a lot. Receptive, open heart, softness, and vulnerability. So they're receptive to you. They're open-hearted to you if you were to reach out. I feel like they would really love to hear from you. Vows, commitment, promises, and fidelity. Yeah, I feel like you guys were going to get married. I feel like you guys were supposed to, or you guys really wanted to. I feel like they still think about you in that way, but they're running. They were running from commitment, running from marriage, running from vows, running from like all of this. So I feel like they're still running from marriage, still running from vows. So I think that's very strong. And it says, yeah, it says ghosting, disappearing, invisible. And then upheaval, shock, the unexpected, and trouble. I feel like they keep going through in their mind how it ended between the two of you. They keep going through how they ran away from marriage. They ran away from commitment. They ran away from this connection. They were scared. They freaked out. It was a long time ago. And there was like, that was created like the shock and the upheaval in you. And they remember your reaction to that and the pain of that and all of that. And they're still kind of caught up in that. And they feel like they still ruminate about it. And then roaming wild. So now they're just like this roaming random animal, like in the field, kind of like in the desert or in the like safari, kind of like roaming like a lone person. Free-spirited, risks and possibilities. Yeah. So I feel like they're just kind of like wandering the world now. What's going to happen? I don't know. I guess I'm just in this jungle, left to my own devices. You know, kind of like you don't want to leave the teenager home to babysit the house when you're gone. Kind of like they're just kind of now left to their own devices and they're probably not awesome about it. So there's that. So final advice for you. All right, we're going to do Twin Flame Guidance Oracle. So what advice do you have for my beautiful pile threes whose person is pining after them like a lovesick puppy but is too scared to let pile three get close to them and marry them? What advice do you have? And that's sad because I feel solitude. Yeah, I feel like your advice is that it's best that you guys are maybe not with them, or that it's okay that you spend some time by yourself. So I'm getting that you probably know that this relationship could have been marriage, but that since your person wasn't able to get it together, yeah, I get mute. They're saying the advice for you is it's totally fine to still not talk to this person. So they're saying it's totally fine for you not to reach out if you don't want to. It's okay for you to be solid, you know, to be in your solitude, to be mute and not really talk or engage in them. Pursue your big dreams. I love this. I get victory and big dreams. And this is France. That's cool. So yes, so I get victory, big dreams. So they're saying it's okay. Stay in your solitude. You don't need to talk to them. You keep focusing on your life and your big dreams, and that's amazing. I feel like making dreams come true. Yes, go make your dreams come true. You enjoy yourself in your life, and you know, it's unfortunate that your person didn't have what it takes to be able to really like work through their childhood traumas to be with you, but it's okay because you're going to make your big dreams come true, and that's amazing. And I get devotion and pause. And just to remember that your person you're asking about, they are devoted to you in this pause, in this time frame where you guys are, you know, not talking or in separation or in limbo or whatever. But so I do feel like, yeah, they are devoted to you and they do love you deeply. And just to kind of remind yourself of that, because that might help you with healing as you move forward and move on. So that is what I have for you, pile 3. I hope this has helped you. If you've liked this video or it's resonated with you or you felt like this was your situation, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to do that. And I will talk with you guys later. If this did not resonate with you, feel free to pick another pile or another video, and I will talk with you soon. So take care. Bye, guys.